everybody, my name is Cubits, and welcome to a very quick first impressions video on Beyond Skyrim Bruma. This is an expansion mod that literally just came out, and it's also an expansion mod that I've been looking forward to for actually years now. Since the mod was just released, I haven't had the opportunity to play through all of the content it contains. But regardless, I am so incredibly impressed so far, so I can give you guys an idea of what the mod is and what it does, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to tell whether or not it's for you. The purpose of the Beyond Skyrim project is to recreate as many parts of Tamriel outside of the region of Skyrim as can be done, and filling up those areas with a variety of characters and quests and locations to allow you to experience a little bit more than the base game has to offer. Now, over the years, I've played a ton of different expansion mods. And that being said, I have to point out that this one is absolutely fantastic. The expanse of this mod is absolutely huge, and it is completely packed with content. Not only that, but it's also extremely beautifully designed. In this mod, once you actually enter Cyrodiil, you'll find that the designs of a lot of the common objects in Skyrim have been altered. So things like wine bottles don't look the same as they used to, things like chairs, the designs of houses and armor will look significantly different than it did before, and yet at the same time, it fits right into the world. The design of all of the objects mirror the design of Oblivion. However, they're of course much higher quality. After exploring only a fraction of the mod's locations, I really understand why this mod took so long to come out. Many mod authors, understandably, don't deviate very much from the design of the vanilla game. It's extremely time-consuming to model different items, texture them, and then appropriately place them. But because Beyond Skyrim's team is so huge and dedicated, they actually managed to make this entire mod look significantly more varied in its design than even the Dragonborn DLC. It might seem weird to be so impressed with something like that, but for me, a lot of these mods come down to the little details. And I have to say, I was pretty blown away. So beyond all of these new assets and design changes, there's also quite a bit of nostalgia this mod gives you. You're walking through areas very similar to the ones you walked through when you played Oblivion probably around 8 years ago. And yet at the same time, the NPCs are different, the stories are different, and of course, on the note of stories and NPCs, there are absolutely tons of them. Tons of NPCs that will give you ample dialogue to listen to. Plenty NPCs that would like help doing a quest here or a quest there. And as you walk through the town, you'll often see them interacting with one another. Even NPCs that don't seem to have much of a stake in any big quest are still willing to tell you a little bit about themselves. It really brings the area to life. And one thing that I feel is very important to mention is how fantastic the voice acting is. I struggle to think of a mod that has better voice acting than this one, and particularly because it has so many NPCs in it. The dialogue has really good audio quality, especially compared to more amateur mods, and the emotion that the actors bring into these characters is extremely impressive. Skyrim is an aging game, as great as it is, and the facial animations, they simply aren't very impressive comparative to many games that come out today. But nonetheless, you can tell that the actors and actresses really tried to make you believe that those characters were standing in front of you.
There was a great battle here in Bruma as the Great Gate was opened to secure an artifact of immense power for Martin's plan. Finally, the champion under Martin's guidance slew Mankar Cameron as the Imperial City came under a great Daedric siege. It appeared all was lost.
The original soundtrack added is extremely beautiful, originally composed, but also has a strong base in Jeremy Soul's original composition in Oblivion. So in other words, you get to listen to an absolute glorious set of music tracks while also having memories brought back from the times you spent playing Oblivion. This soundtrack is fantastic in its own right. In addition, just to point out a little detail that I really appreciated, the map design is really excellent. I was really blown away when I saw, just ever so slightly in the distance, while I was walking to Bruma for the first time, the silhouette of the Imperial City. The placement and design of the trees, the buildings, and the bodies of water are extremely convincing. The area really does look like an extension from the base game. And just to mention yet another detail that I really appreciated, as far as I can tell, this mod seems to have been heavily bug tested. Out of all of the time of me playing, I barely had any crashes to desktop. That itself is a feat. There really was no buggy loading, there weren't objects flying across the room, there weren't missing textures, everything looked extremely well polished. I have to say that Beyond Skyrim Bruma really delivered on my expectations and more. I remember when I finished my first character in Skyrim, I thought, man, this was awesome, but I wish I could explore more of Tamriel. And then eventually, Beyond Skyrim was announced, and I got so excited. And let me just say, I think that this mod was definitely worth the wait. There aren't that many mods that really get me excited lately, and I think part of it's just because Skyrim is a really old game, and as a result, a lot of people have moved on. But if Skyrim has at all gotten stale for you, or if you're just looking for something new, I highly recommend giving this mod a chance. I don't want to say anything too definitively yet. There's still so much in this mod that I need to play through, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I really think it is worth your time. And I know that Beyond Skyrim has been a painstaking but probably gratifying process for tons and tons of individuals. Beyond Skyrim is a manifestation of some of the best in the modding community. It is an incredible feat that people being paid absolutely nothing were able to achieve something that was on par with DLC from the actual creators of the game. At least to me, there's very little of a difference that I can really tell. And that says so much. Beyond Skyrim is a testament to the determination and passion of the modding community. Even if you haven't played Skyrim in a while, I really think this mod is worth your time. So make sure to download it, endorse it if you like it, which I'm sure you will, and if you are a Skyrim Special Edition player, or somebody that uses a console, this mod will be released fairly soon. You won't have to wait too long, I don't think. So don't worry if you can't see a download yet, it will be there shortly. I've streamed a bit of this mod on my Twitch channel, and I plan to stream even more this week, so if you're interested in seeing that, I recommend you follow me there, or you can just subscribe to the channel because I have tons of mod-related content. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.